Hare Krishna, welcome to Ved Sarthi. Today we are going to learn Bhagavad Gita chapter 1 verse number 17 to 19. We are currently learning the verses under the theme Signs of Victory. So verses are 14 to 20. We have already covered 14, 15 and 16 in previous videos. You can go through. So today we are covering verses from 17 to 19. Bhagavad Gita 1.17 and 18. काश्यश्च परमेश्वासः शिखण्डी च महारथः धृष्टद्युम्नो विराटश्च सात्यकीश्च पराजितः द्रुपदो द्रौपदेयाश्च सर्वशः पृथ्वीपते सौभद्रश्च महाबाहो शङ्खान् दद्मुः पृथक् पृथक्. काश्यः, the king of Kashi, Varanasi. Cha and Parameshwasaha, the great archer. Shikhandi. Cha also. Maharathaha, one who can fight alone against thousands. Drishtadyumnaha, Drishtadyum, the son of King Drupad. Virat, the prince who gave shelter to the Pandavas while they were in disguise. Cha also. Satyaki, the same as Yujudhan, the charioteer of Lord Krishna. Cha and Aparajitaha, who had never been vanquished. Drupad, the king of Panchal. Draupadeyaha, the sons of Draupadi. Cha also. Sarvashaha, all. Prithvipate, O king. Saubhadraha, Avimanyu, the son of Subhadra. Cha also. Mahabahu, mighty arm. Shankhan, conch shells. Dadmuhu, blue. Prithak, each separately. Translation: the great archer, the king of Kashi. The great fighter, Shikhandi. Drishtadyum, Virat, the unconquerable Satyaki. Drupad, the sons of Draupadi, and others. O king, such as the mighty armed son of Subhadra, all blew their respective conch shells. Bhagavad Gita 1.19. Sa ghosho dhartarashtraanam hridayani vyadarayat nabhascha prithvim chaiva tumulo abhyanunadayan. Saha, that. Ghoshaha, vibration. Dhartarashtraanam, of the sons of Dhritarashtra. Hridayani, hearts. Vyadarayat, shattered. Nabha, the sky. Cha, also. Prithvim, the surface of the earth. Cha, also. Eva, certainly. Tumulaha, uproarious. Abhyanunadayan, resounding. Translation: the blowing of these different conch shells became uproarious, vibrating both in the sky and on the earth. It shattered the hearts of the sons of Dhritarashtra. We see in verses 17 and 18, Sanjay talks about the warriors who blew conch shell. In the verses previous to these two verses, Sanjay talked about Krishna and the 5 Pandava brothers blowing the conch shells. Now in these verses from 17 to 18, he talks about other warriors who are blowing the conch shells. So these are the names of the warriors we have mentioned in the table. First, king of Kashi. The quality that Sanjay is describing here is Parameshwasaha, means the great archer. Then second, Shikhandi, Maharathaha. The adjective used is Maharatha, the great fighter. Next, Drishtadyum. Then Virat. Fifth, Satyaki. In the commentary on Bhagavad Gita by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, the quality of Satyaki has been defined in 2 ways. First is Aparajitaha, means Aparajit, unconquerable. And another is Chaparajitaha, that means equipped with a bow. So both these understanding can be considered for describing the quality of Satyaki. Next, Drupad, and then the 5 sons of Draupadi, and last, Abhimanyu, Mahabahu, the mighty arm. So these are the other warriors apart from Krishna and Pandav, 5 Pandav brothers that Sanjay is talking about. Now if you count, you find that Sanjay named 18 warriors in Pandava's army who blew their conch shell, whereas for Kauravas he only named Bhishma. So naturally, it is showing that the warriors in the Pandavas army are very enthusiastic. But the same is not seen in the Kauravas army. Now let us try to understand these verses from Dua perspective, that is, discover, understand and apply. Now in Bhagavad Gita 1.17 and 18, the discovery is that Sanjay mentions the names of the warriors along with their exceptional qualities in the Pandavas army who blew their conch shells. So the understanding here is that the outstanding nature of the Pandavas army is being described by Sanjay. And also the enthusiasm in their army. Why enthusiasm? Because Krishna and Arjuna are their leaders. As we see, that Krishna and Arjuna, they blew their conch shell, followed by the other warriors. And also another thing we should understand here is that the warriors in the Pandavas army are serving Krishna. They are instruments in accomplishing the Lord's mission. How do we apply this in our life? We must render our service for Krishna. And how do we know what Krishna's desire is? That we can understand, we can know through his bona fide representative. Okay? Next understanding from verse 17 and 18 is Sanjay calls Dhritarashtra by the name Prithvipati. So Prithvipati means Lord of Mother Earth. Here Sanjay is trying to convey Dhritarashtra that this ongoing war was a result of his and his sons' desire to enjoy Mother Earth. So here Dhritarashtra and his sons, they want to become Prithvipati. They want to lord over the Mother Earth. And what is the result? The result is that all these signs that are being described in these verses are indicating that whole Kuru dynasty will be destroyed in the battle. So we must understand, that everything belongs to Krishna. So we should not have that mentality to enjoy the mother nature, enjoy the resources that have been provided to us by Lord. So there are certain verses which I am going to share in the understanding part of this specific point. First one is from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 5, verse number 29, where Krishna says, Bhoktaram yagyatapasam sarvalokamaheshwaram. So Krishna says that I am the ultimate beneficiary of all sacrifices and austerities, the supreme lord of all planets and demigods. Next, we have provided mantra 1 of Sri Ishopanishad. Ishavasyamidam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bhunjitha magridaha kasya swidhanam. Translation is like this. Everything animate or inanimate that is within the universe is controlled and owned by the Lord. One should therefore accept only those things necessary for himself which are set aside as his quota, and one should not accept other things knowing well to whom they belong. So application here is that we must not think that we are the proprietors and enjoyers. We must know that everything belongs to Krishna, and therefore we must surrender everything to Krishna. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ji has explained very beautifully in his songs that guide us the process of surrender. So one of the songs we have taken from, the excerpt from one of the songs we have taken from his collection, Sharnagati. Manas deho geho jo kich mor, arapilya tuva pade Nanda Kishore. I am surrendering my mind, my body and my home unto you, O youthful son of Nanda. So everything, we must surrender to the Lord, knowing very well that everything belongs to the Lord. Next verse 1.19. The discovery is that the blowing of these different conch shells became uproarious, vibrating both in the sky and on the earth, and it shattered the hearts of the sons of Dhritarashtra. So understanding the sound of the conches of the Pandavas sounded intensely and filled both earth and the sky with its echoes. It produced pain equal to piercing the heart in the Kauravas. Okay? But we find that when Bhishma Or, others on the side of Duryodhan, when they blew their respective conch shells, there was no heartbreaking on the part of Pandavas. Such occurrences are not mentioned. Okay? And why it is so? Because Pandavas were completely surrendered to Lord Krishna and they had full confidence in Lord Krishna. So application here is that we should take the shelter of Lord Krishna. Then there will be no fear even amid greatest calamity. Okay? Now, signs of victory. We have added a couple of more points here. Point number 9 and 10. Okay, so we are completing this table as we proceed with the verses in this specific theme. So from 1.17 to 18, the outstanding nature and the enthusiasm of the Pandavas army is being described. So that is one of the signs of victory. And in 1.19, when we see that the Pandavas' conch shells shattered the hearts of Kauravas. So this is also another sign of victory. That's all on these verses. We dedicate this channel and all these videos to our Guru Maharaj, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Thakur, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Thank you. Hare Krishna.